I don't know why there's water in there. That's not good. There's water in the electric ducting.
Why have we done it in two separate buildings? Why wouldn't you just put a wall in between?
My body wouldn't act plastering every day. Jesus.
Excuse me, that man's following us.
Oh, yes.
Good morning. Oh, you've had a haircut.
It's all shaved off.
Oh, very nice.
That's why I've had to bring the heater in today. Head's too cold.
Oh, no. Oh, is that a Dyson heater as well?
Yeah, sure is.
It's going to be when you get the insulation, it's going to be toasty.
Yeah, just putting this last rubber in on the doors there.
Okay.
Because we lost light on Friday, didn't we? So yeah, all the rest of them are all done. Just putting this final one in down the bottom there. So obviously you don't have to have window cleaner, but you can just have water. This is just what we had to hand. So just spray a little bit of that on. What you, like not to do on this, so you know, like over here you'd think, oh, I'll get it started over there. Yeah. It doesn't work. You literally have to be so close to the last bit you've done, and then you can literally just walk along.
That door's done?
Yeah. All we've got to do is put some foam underneath the seal.
Cool.
And then obviously when it comes to sealing them all up on the outside once it's all rendered, basically. Other than that, they're all done.
I don't know why there's water in there. That's not good. There's water in the electric ducting.
Oh.
So we need to get a vac. Basically, they're feeding cables from the shed to the gym, and they've got ducting going down with like a string draw cord.
Yeah.
But we've got 5 of them in there. 2 go to there, 1 go to there, 2 go back to there. So they're figuring out where they go, which ones are which. We did mark them off, so I don't know what's happened. Because them ones in there are white taped, and them ones in there are meant to be white taped, but the ones down there are red taped.
Hey, wait there, is that?
Colour tape. Did that come through?
Yeah, got that.
Okay, we got one then.
This is a bit of string. Basically, goes all the way back to, in theory, the other into the gym building. In theory.
Starting to drill the hole. Ready to bring the cable up and over to our first socket. I started drilling there and then suddenly thought about the insulation. So obviously you want to get that as tight to the ply as you can so they can do a little notch in the back of the insulation.
Right.
Just trying to think of the next person, you know, rather than making their life difficult.
Yeah. So a little bit of an afterthought. Well, there was always going to be an outdoor kitchen, but it was going to be the other side of the wall and it was going to be on the patio for where the house is. So if I show you, you'll see what I mean. I'm trying to think of all of the elements this house wants to make it the ultimate dream house, right? So we've got a gym, we've got a hot tub going in that corner there, build up there with a matching roof to that, matching detail, overhang to here, and we have a kitchen area at the back there with barbecue and whatever else, and in here we have like a 3.5 metre, 4 metre island, which is the bar. Something like this won't be like this, but I'll show you. This is the idea of the size. It won't look like this, right? So I'm looking on Pinterest. So when I explain that with the roof, with the oak pier, the breakfast bar, the bar area, and then the kitchen at the back.
So obviously on this build, I'm running all the cables in, but my brother is an electrician, so he's happy enough with me running the cables in, and he was second fix, because obviously we've done it together so many times, and he's busy this week, so it just allows us to carry on cracking on. But really, obviously when you're doing this, you want to make sure that you either employed an electrician or electrician is happy enough that you can run the cables. Obviously you want to be a qualified electrician on the job.
Just having a look at the speakers, mate, because we've got some speaker cable. So just working out what goes where and what needs to be with what, basically, mate. But yeah, they're the speakers. There you go, like that, mate, yeah. And they sit flush from the ceiling. You can put them in the wall like that, but we're putting them in the ceiling, brother.
So where this drop down is, there'll be an LED light shining across the flat ceiling of the bit that's sunken up. So where it's all micro cement, the LED strippers shine across the micro cement. Should look really, really nice. So I always start when I'm going to do the power first usually. So I'll get that done. because lights are pretty easy, to be honest with you. This is a radial, so it's not a ring main, just because obviously where we've come from the fuse board, we don't want to then come back out, go back to the fuse board. So this is just a radial because there's not much power being drawn in here. But if there's quite a lot of power being drawn.
What's the radial?
So a radial is where you don't go back to where you started, basically. So like obviously you'd start from your fuse board, loop out each socket and then go back to your fuse board. Yeah. And then a radial is where you just stop at your last socket. So that's what's happening in here, just because, yeah, there's not a lot being drawn. There's basically a TV going on the wall. A couple of these sockets here will be empty. One over there for an iPad, which is nothing. And then these heaters are low wattage as well. So nothing major being drawn, but, you know, like in your kitchen, you'd definitely be going back to the board, just because obviously there's quite a bit being drawn on your kitchen. But yeah, that's it in here.
Good day.
Good day.
How are you?
I'm good, mate. How are you?
Hope you're well. I'm very good, thank you very much. Up for it today.
Me too.
Just done radio, gonna go and do a bit of plasterboarding. You had a good night last night, did you?
I did, yeah.
Do you know what's gutting about this? Now, I've got to take the plaster off and move that inside before I can get to the balls that I need today. So first job is to get rid of that stuff, put it indoors, so it's nice and dry and damp. You don't, so you don't get damp. You don't want to put that in the shed because the damp, cold weather, and it'll set it. So we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna get these on. I think I've got a sign for something actually. On that note, I'll be back in a bit. And then you get bad knees, bad back. One bag at a time, on your shoulder like that. Throw it back. Put your hand behind there, onto your hip. And that takes the weight, and then all you do, you hold it there like that, and that's guidance. Okay. So that there will support it. Okay. And that's how you carry a bag of plaster, alright? God, I don't think I'll do this every day no more though. No. My body wouldn't act plastering every day. Jesus. Right, that's us then. Tape measure. Did he bring me a knife? Did he bring you a knife down? Sam's gonna get the knife. I'll get the tape. What else do we need? And we're gonna attack that wall. Right, I'm going to put a first board on, and because Brad's so good, he's mapped it out for me, but I think they're changing the sizes of these boards. 8x4 sheet of plasterboard should be 2400 by 1200, 8 foot by 4 foot. I've just checked, and Big Steve said about the insulation was 10mm short the other day. If we have a look, it's about 3mm short of 1200, and then if you check but it's a bit of a pain in the backside when you map out all your joists and stuff, and if you check the length here, we'll cut the mill out. That's something you can't moan about or complain about, you just got to get on with it. Fighting stance, green zone, over to the far corner, darling. So blue side out, tapered board, soundproofed. All we want to do, Benny, all we want to do is do it. In there like that. See what he's done now? Have a look. So you just raised it off the floor, yeah? That's all you're doing, just raise it off the floor so no moisture transfers from there up onto the ball. So, I'll show you now what I've done. I found my joists, marked my joists onto the floor, pencil mark. Obviously, I can't see that once I put the board on. That's why I've marked it on the floor. I can see where it is on the top, so I didn't need to mark it, obviously, at first. So I put my first screw in, and then what I've done, just so I can transfer that down, I've got a level, I put it on the bottom of that mark on the floor, in line with my screw, which is level on there, and then literally just strike the line all the way down. So now I know that's a straight line, and every time I put a screw in, I'm going to hit the joist. Get yourself a screw in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 across the width of the ball. 5 is enough. Get away with 5 on that. Make sure when you put the screw in, you bury it home so you can't feel it. Looks nice, doesn't it? Coming together lovely.
Oh, can I just show you something actually whilst you're there?
Yeah, go on then.
So you know, like Brad likes to pick out things and that.
Yeah.
So first of all, I mean, we've got all foam around this light switch.
Oh,
It's
no.
obviously a colourboard shop.
Well, what's happened there?
Do you think he's had 2 attempts at that as well?
Oh, he's put it upside down, isn't he?
That's it. He's a plasterer. If you look up at the ceiling, there's insulation to put in.
Right.
And I learned yesterday that Brad really doesn't want to put any insulation in because hence why he started boarding all the walls before the insulation was done.
I see.
He'd tell you differently. He'd say, no, I was just pushing it on. I was just getting the plasterboard round.
Yeah.
But
So you think there's something else going on?
So the gym thing this morning really fits in nicely now because he'll think, oh yeah, Brad, get those cables in. They're finish insulated.
Yeah, Steve
and then I'll jump there,
Yeah.
ready to put the board straight up.
Come in and claim the
All
trophy.
pumped, ready to put the ceiling up.
Yeah.
We was trying to keep it to 1 sheet of insulation.
Right.
We got a bit insulation happy here and put in 2.
Ah.
So obviously there was no chance of fishing that over 2 without electrical like rods and stuff like that.
Mm.
But what I'm trying to do is help you if you haven't got rods and you don't want to go and buy them. So what I've just done to fish over the top of these, so I've just cut off a bit of cable from the lighting cable I've been using.
Yeah.
Used a bit of insulation tape and taped that onto my speaker cable. That meant now this has got a bit more rigidness to it, so we can then just push that over the top of the piece of insulation. And I know I'm saying that, and we've put that insulation on because we wanted to get on yesterday, but say you're trying to get this through your floor joists and you got the same thing. You imagine, like, say you've got a hole over there and you're trying to fish that through to another hole or get it through joists, through pipes or whatever. Just attach a bit of that to the ends. It's not expensive because you've already got the cable. So yeah, just a little top tip for you.
So, Brad Hollywood accidentally nicked one of the cables, so I've had to come in and repair it for him. You know what I mean? He was like, oh, I really need your help. Can you help me? These are good, these little Wago junction boxes. They're pretty cool. So yeah, just sorting out a little Hollywood Brad's mistake.
Who did it?
Hollywood Brad.
Hollywood Brad.
Yeah, I don't want to name names or anything.
Right.
That's just not the type of guy I am.
Just do me a lick-off favour, brother.
Yeah.
You're going to spin the camera around in a minute and you're going to just take a couple of seconds to admire the cut work of that.
Right.
You've got 2. You've got the socket over there on the left and over there on the right. You've got a USB with a little circle. With the straight lines. Somebody stop it.
What you forgot to tell you, Ben, is there's 2 more attempts in the skip.
Another day, another ball out. We'll see you in the morning for the best day of the week, actually, because tomorrow is Thursday. Yeah, baby!
We're just going to put up the last bits of plasterboard.
Lovely.
Do that, and then I'm going to build the detail in here, which you'll see shortly.
Oh.
Drop down detail, a bit of feature lighting, speakers and all that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then Steve and Ted are going to go up top and sand all the roof, ready for the rubber roof.
Lovely. Let's crack on.
So, yeah, it's going to be noisy in here today for me and you.
Yeah. Excellent.
We just thought we'd just use this opportunity just to give you a quick rundown. So obviously we've insulated it all now, plasterboarded it all, cables are in. So we've got this little feature detail going around the edge. So it's going to be like 600 wide, 100mm down, which is what this first bit of timber is starting to go on the wall for. And then that's going to create a nice little detail for some lights. So we've got 8 lights going in, 2 on each side, which is what these grey cables are for. We've got 8 of them. We've got this black cable in the 4 corners, which is speaker cable. So 4 speakers on that little drop down detail. And then within that middle space, so imagine the edge is coming out 600, 100mm drop down. Then you've got this space up above. So then there's going to be an LED light around the whole perimeter of that, shining across the ceiling from all 4 sides, which is what this flex is for here. And then that flex, remember we were saying about the driver, that comes all the way down and it's going to be in this cupboard here. And then on the back wall, we've got to build that back wall off slightly and then ply it so it looks like the mirror's floating. And then there'll be LED strip all the way around that, so giving you a nice glow out from behind the mirror. Over here we've got a socket for above the worktop. So we've got a little drinks fridge going in there, with a little cupboard for all the gubbins, like the amp for the speakers and everything like that. This is going to be a 6-gang light switch. So we've got wall lights outside. You've got tree lights all the way around the back. So we've got a switch for that, switch for these spots, switch for the feature lighting on the ceiling, switch for the feature lighting around the mirror, and then a switch for these spots. So it's quite a busy switch, that one, but it'd be nice to be able to control everything in here plus everything around it outside. Oh yeah, and we've got wall lights as well on the buildings. You know, it's all well and good us telling you it, but sometimes it's hard to visualise things. So once we've built that, you'll be able to see what we've been talking about and see it in place. And then once we've done that, we can start measuring up for our LED strip. All good. So uncovered the roof, took the sheeting off that we had temporarily on here.
Yeah.
That's off. First step is, you see all the glue sticking out now from where we glued all the boards together. So if you just, we use the back of a saw. Not saying it's the right tool, that's just what we use. It's quite easy. Just work your way along down the joint, just scraping that all off. Yeah, so just work your way around the roof like that. So that's first step. And then once that's all off, we'll brush all these bits off and start sanding our way back to the ladder. So I'm just cutting one of the timbers to go on the perimeter. So we just took a measurement for that. Now I'm just going to cut it. Yeah, so we've got the perimeter one round on the wall, which gives us our line now the whole way through, lasered. So that's all nicely lasered in now, so you know that's dead straight the whole way through. And then yeah, just now putting these supports through, and then basically we're going to drop another one in like that on the face. And then once that's fixed in, then we'll fix one to the side of those like that. So that's supported the whole way down, supported to the ceiling, and then yeah, nice little setup. So we've just created a little mock-up then of what we're trying to achieve. So obviously this will be broadened out to here, and then we'll have our spots in that detail underneath and our speakers. And then what we've got here is that'll be LED track all running through there, which shines out across the ceiling. So when that's all micro cemented, it's going to be highlighting all that lovely.
Yeah, exactly that. Because that's been a bit of a detail for us to get right in our brains, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, now we wanted that, because I didn't really want to see the LED track light. I like seeing the glow of the light, but I don't like seeing the light.
Yeah.
Too much. So that's as close as we can get to hide it and still get the glow. 'Cause if you stand back here, Ben, and see where Brad's fingers are now, that's where the track light goes in. So we're going to see it visually like that, but we don't get to see the actual mount of it. You get to see the LED, and then that will shine. I don't know how far out it'll come, will it come halfway out?
I think you'll be quite surprised by it.
I'm hoping, and you have to wait and see this actually, like and subscribe and follow all the episodes. You have to wait. Because we've got that 4 sides, one's micro cemented, hopefully the light will come in from all 4 sides and there'll be no dark spot.
And then that's our centre line for ready to cut the light out. So obviously wire it first, but we're just going to put it in just to show you. So push that through there, hold them out because they will spring back on your hands otherwise. And then just drop that in. Like so. Is the heating on in there yet?
Huh?
Is the heating on in there yet?
No.
God, I think it's cold down there today. So I marked around my template. So I drew around that with a pencil. And now I'm just using the pad saw to cut it out. Ta-da. Just looking at the speaker, I just want to make sure it fits. Should do, because we followed their template. But we've just got to take the grill off first. So come back to me in a sec. Pops out like that. That's the speakers, so we've cut all the holes. We're not going to put them in properly, but we'll just hold it up there to show you, because that grill comes out in the speaker, and then what happens is there's screws, 4 screws in there, which turns those and brings them down tight to the ceiling.
Right.
So I'm just going to leave that loose. That's what it will look like. Back out into the rain.
Lovely.
So yeah, we're just going to start putting the render carrier boards on now. And what we're going to do here, we're going to start from the top. So you can imagine, obviously the top's nice and straight, level, and the bottom's got a 70mm fall from front to back.
Right.
So obviously if we was to start at the bottom, we would have to already put that cut on. So what I'm going to do is send these right up to the top and work my way down. So that last one is just a nice cut, nicely in. And just as we say that, the rain comes down everywhere.
How many screws are you going to put in on this, Brad?
I'm going to do the same as plasterboard. So
One
I'll now
every-
do one in the middle, and then one in that, one in the centre of there to there, and the same from there to there.
You imagine this is the customer's job, and they're like, hurry up and finish, but you can't because I can't fit the lights because they're on order now. So you've got to make sure you've always got something else to do all the time. So if you are running a project or a building job, this is quite a good channel to learn from as well, I think. It's teaching, we're sort of giving you the inside scoop on how to run a job and procedures in place and whatever else as well. So, anywho.
Let's just take 2 minutes of your time to explain one of the sponsors of today's episode. Tradeify is a job management app and you can download it on any platform, iOS or Android. You can use it on your mobile, you can use it on your tablet, and you can use it on your desktop. I like using it on my phone because as I'm out and about, I've just quoted a job or I've just sent an invoice, everything can be done while I'm on the move. Also, if I do it on my laptop and I'm sending a quote, there's AI features within Tradeify to help you out and make you look and feel more professional. You can download Tradeify today completely free. You get a 14-day free trial, and if you like it and you enjoy it, you get 3 months at 30% off using code BOARDBUILDERS30, or click the link in the description of this video. Not only does Tradeify do quotes, invoicing, it also has a scheduler feature. And you can also send jobs if you've got staff members. You can set their hourly rate and you can see what profit you're earning on the job. Save time, meaning you save money, and join over 20,000 other tradespeople. Download Tradeify, give it a go. You get free training for an hour. It is the best app I've used to manage my business. Don't be a fool. Download Tradeify today.
I don't know how well you can hear me in this mask, but done that side. Obviously just got to do the bottom one, but we just got that detailing to do so we can achieve our airflow. So we're just leaving those just so we can get a good amount on today, gets us ahead for next week.
That looks great, doesn't it?
It does look really good.
Pouring down with rain, skips here, food's here. I think you want to go and eat your food.
That is not the reaction I anticipated.
What, for this? Yeah. I just did it back there actually.
What?
When I pulled in, I said, yes, he's done the front.
Thought you'd like that.
He's done the front. Sam said you wouldn't. Sam said you're going to carry on round. I said, nah, he knows what the front does.
It's quite heavy, that board, isn't it?
Huh?
It's quite heavy, that board.
Quite heavy, yeah.
Some of these.
I think.
To you, Ted.
To me.
To you a bit.
To me, to you. Back to us.
No, back to us. Push. That's it.
Yeah, boy. 5:30 your renderer's got to work with in the space.
Is that all that is?
We said, I hope he's a small lad.
Bill, the boy, he's skinny, yeah.
Yeah.
John, he's like me, he's lumpy, he ain't getting down there.
Yeah.
John ain't getting...
We said the only thing is you might have to do
Sorry,
one
John.
side and let the other side dry, otherwise you might have bum marks in the other side.
Yeah, you will, wouldn't you? God, that is tight, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's that there. They're going to have to work that way
Yeah.
rather than that way.
No.
Yeah. So just about get their hawk in, wouldn't they?
We might have to make them a hawk. For all the people that have said, why have we done it in two separate buildings, why wouldn't you just put a wall in between? Wouldn't it? And
Planning
the reason
permission.
we done that,
Yeah.
planning permission.
Nice.
Obviously everyone's commenting saying, why haven't we just joined
Oh,
them
they
up?
don't. Is that way? I haven't seen the comments. Okay.
Yeah. So
That's
that's
fair
obviously-
comment, though, isn't it?
No, that's it. Saying why have we got the silly little space between?
Yeah.
And obviously, why not just done a dividing wall
Yeah.
between the two?
And yeah,
that's
that
the
was
reason.
that would have been it. If that were the case, I'd have just gone one big building.
And what we was originally going to do, weren't we?
Yeah, but 30 square meters is your maximum floor space within any outbuilding
Yeah.
to do it without planning permission. So that 25,
Yeah.
5 by 5 roughly thereabouts,
Yeah.
isn't it? That's about 25. So we could have gone a little bit bigger on that if we wanted to, but it wouldn't have been that much big because together that's 40 square meter. That's going to look wicked. That.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah, so I just dropped one of these little plugs into the floor. So it goes in about 55 mil. Alright, and the moisture will collect in there. Return 3 days later, and then we'll connect the machine up to it. It'll give you an R8 treatment on the floor. So we either do it this way or we do it another way where we stick like a hygrometer box down. So if there's like underfloor heating, so you can't drill into the floor, so we stick a box to the floor. And essentially it works the same way, it will collect the moisture in there for 3 days.
What are you doing? This weird man.
Can you go away, please?
He's followed us for ages.
This weird man knows where I live.
This weird man's following
He
me.
knows where we live.
I was like, excuse me, that man's following us. Nice early finish, 3:30. Rain's coming. Brad's pretty much just doing the same thing.
Yeah.
So it's pointless you standing there watching him. I've got to go over to the hub because I need to do some editing and uploading. So I've got to go and do that, and I've got 2 meetings to do, but I need to go over to the hub to do it because the internet's better.
Yeah.
So we're basically going to finish today. So let you go. I'm going to go to the hub,
Yeah.
and then we'll catch you tomorrow.
Lovely.
How's that sound?
Sounds lovely.
Well done today. Bye.
Just a little tip when you're nailing these on. Obviously, we don't want to see massive screw holes when we fill them. So we're going to use this nailer. But what I do is when I nail it, you imagine if I went in straight with both of those nails, you could pull that off probably fairly easy if you wanted to. So what I do is I splay the nails out. So I'll send that one down and then the one at the top up. So you can imagine now if you wanted to try and pull that, you've got a nail going like that and a nail going like that. So you wouldn't pull it off as easy. So like that. So I'm going to angle that down and then angle that one up. And now if you wanted to pull that out, you'll be fighting against a nail like that.
So this here, from here to here, it had to be this depth to get the fall on the roof, but we can't get a bit of pine
I've got the bit here if you want me to hold it.
as deep as that. We can't get the pine as deep as that, right? And we was hoping that the roofing trim would come over here, down low enough to cover this bit of joint, but it doesn't, does it?
If you hold that on there.
Because that's how that's got to be, right? And we was hoping that was going to come and fall through and cover that gap. Look, mate. Oh, leave off though. Look, we're talking 10 mil.
Oh, okay.
We wanted that to be 10 mil deeper
Don't forget it's only on the front,
Oh,
because obviously on the sides.
Brad, we're talking mine. Let me stand back. Oh no, we're literally talking that much. No, because with the weather that we've got, with the heat and the cold, timber moves. So over time that will crack. We'll paint it and we'll fill it, but over time that will crack. So we're gonna have to
black as well, isn't it?
That's all gonna be painted black to match that. Oh, it's the underside of it. Look, as soon as you open it up, you see the underside of it, not the top side. Oh, hey, ladies and gentlemen. That goes on like that, and that drops down the wall, and that's the bit what goes onto the soffit. We need to offer it up, brothers. We've got to see what it looks like, my friend. Oh, yes, yes. That's gonna look sick.
Nice, isn't it?
That's gonna look wicked. That little bit of detail.
This is the new soffit that we were talking about this morning. So I've just cut that down to size to fit lovely up in there.
That looks cool, doesn't it?
It's nice, isn't it? So all that just blends in with that anyway, doesn't it?
Once we gloss that
Yeah.
coving up, wouldn't we?
Yeah. Going to do the fascia soffit now. Every time you come to me I always say the opposite one, don't I? When I was doing the fascia I'll say I'm doing the soffit. So we are just fitting the soffit. As you come to this corner, you can imagine obviously I can't just have a straight edge like that, because obviously it'll be going like that. Yeah. So you've just got to modify it, so I usually just hold it up like that, line that up with the point of the corner, and then just draw my two lines, and then that gives us that shape so it sits nicely into that corner like that. So now like that. Yeah, just trying to lever this in. Obviously usually you'd be putting soffits on first, so you could usually just slide that in, because we've got the timber fascias, we have to do it the other way. I'm just levering that open a little bit. Push it to me a little bit if you can. We've got to drill the corners out so that we can go right round in an L shape. So obviously imagine that strip can't go like tight round in a 90. No. So that's what you have to do on those corners when you're doing it continuous round to the ceiling. So I was angling the top in so that the bottom then just knocks in with the hammer.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Activate.
Are you in there, yeah?
No, only on this one. Yeah, last one to cut, mate. And then we can get the lights in tomorrow. And then all Brad's got to do is clip the lid on.
So I'm just putting a piece on down there now. And then once that's done, we are all done.
Nice.
Which is good. Steve-O's been busy sanding the fascias.
Oh yeah.
Gets that done.
Getting ready for paint.
Yeah, that's it. And what we're doing, you see on the underside there,
Yeah.
because you're probably not going to get under there to render. So you see that side there, it's a little bit rough.
Yeah.
So all we're doing is turning the cement board round. So you've got your nice smooth side.
Yeah.
And we're just going to run a bit of black paint underneath so it just blends in with the doors there.
Nice, yeah.
Not saying it's the right or wrong way to do, but that's what we're doing to get over not wanting to see that engineering brick down there. Only where the doors are. So, and then I'm just power grab and bond that to the engineering.
Oh.
Stuff on that. Just running in the LED strip. Key detail on these to looking decent when they're done is not having any dark spots on any corners.
Right.
So you know, like the starting point there, make sure you're well in there. If you don't want a dark spot right from the start. And the same on every corner. That's when this LED strip, if we do have a dark spot anywhere, that's just what makes the whole thing look naff. Just don't like peel the tape off like loads at a time. Just do short little bits like that.
Give yourself a bit more on that.
Brad, he has finished the fascias.
Yeah.
Done the LED on the inside of the building, and I'm not too sure what else he's done.
The soffit.
The soffits, and we've cleared up the area, took it to Charles' house nicely. Quite thank you. But that's a wrap. Don't forget to like and subscribe, boy.
So just obviously where the water's going to be running off the roof here. So I'm just going to sand that down just to make sure it's in line with the roof. And then what I'll do is I'll just run that over just to make sure that I'm flat with the boards and the fascia. So if you see there, look, you see there's a little gap. So as that water comes to here, it's going to have to get uphill.
Right.
So it won't run off.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to sand that out there. So you want it like that. See that way you got nice.
Yeah, cool.
So I'm just going to do that a sec.
Sorry, Brad, I've missed some detail apparently. What's going on?
Not on the ball today, are you, mate?
No.
So just putting the first part of the 2-part gutter trim on. So that's what I was saying to you about being level with the roof. So now I'm going along with my knee on that, so that then I know I'm flush all up here, so the water can run off nicely over into the gutter. So yeah, the rubber comes over, folds up into there with the 2-part gutter trim, and then the other bit clips into there, holds it all nicely and tight in there.
Nice.
So we're just going to roll this back to the middle like a carpet. So we start from the middle and then glue out from the middle back to this side, and then once that's all glued down we'll do the same process from that side back to the middle, and then you find the point where you're glued to. Just try and keep straight with each other here, because obviously imagine as you're gluing the rubber down. So I'm just going to bring that in a little bit. It's pretty good. So we've marked up, as we said, so 6 inches from the perimeter. So we've done that all the way around, and then that's our premium bonding adhesive that goes around the outside, and then we've got our deck adhesive that will go all across the deck up to that line. So we've rolled the rubber back to the halfway point, as you see behind you. Just gluing the roof, the deck adhesive. Steve-O's up behind you, smoothing it out. Yeah, you don't want puddles in this, so you want to make sure it's all, you know, like if it was like this, so, and you're like that, you don't want to be leaving bits like that. You want to make sure it's all smoothed out. When I'm gluing it down, I usually work to the sheets of the OSB, and then like there, so I know that that bit's glued, we just leave that rubber just pulled back very slightly from the last joint, and then you know you're glued the whole way through. Yeah, so it's like a contact adhesive. So you've got to do both sides, the roof and the rubber. I do these, so when I'm doing a dormer bed, this is what we use on a dormer and stuff like that. We literally just done one, what, 3 weeks ago, wasn't it? Well, 4 weeks ago, something like that. You see that where this is plastic, obviously it wants to move in the sun, especially it being black.
Yeah.
So they make that hole a lot bigger than the nail. So when you put these in, you actually want to leave them off a little bit loose so that can move in that joint. So as it expands with the sun, that'll just move up in there. Well, it's quite a cold day today. It's quite tricky getting it all in. So just getting a little bit of heat on there. Just seeing if it'll help. That's much better. Yeah, so you see this 2-part gutter trim there? The rubber is going to fold up into there, and then this trim clips then into that bottom part, and that holds all that in place nicely. You'll just see there that that'll just start clipping in.
Before any electricians going, oh, that's really bad. Oh, you can't have the cable hanging out like that. Oh my God, what are you doing? This is literally just temporary. I'm basically just testing. Sorry about that. I don't quite know what happened.
Yeah.
My inner Hollywood Brad came out.
Yeah, that was fantastic, mate.
Yeah, basically, Ben, I'm just going to test these LED lights. So I'm just doing a temporary rig up. Did you see that?
No, it's blurry.
No.
Yeah.
Half your footage is. It literally is unfocused and then focuses. Bash!
Look at that. Yo.
Yes, another week done, another day done. We got the gym ceiling on, roof on.
Yeah,
Ceiling.
on.
We got
Same thing.
same thing, different place. All the beading's done, all the scrim tape's done, all the masking tape's done for the windows. Ready for the plastering on Monday.
LED track, yeah.
LED tracks in, LED tracks tested. I think we've done quite a good.
Like the new Spark, so.
B&S Electrical coming for you. If you've got any electrical work, don't give us a call because we're very busy and we probably won't make it, but we say we will. Till next week, thanks for joining us. Don't forget to
Like and subscribe.
Hollywood Brad coming at you.